Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If you are new here, welcome. Hi, come on in. How are you? Hopefully all is well. Come on in. This is Spiritual Court. If you're new, listen, my recommendation, let's just get this right on out before we even get started. Spiritual Court is not for everybody. I am not for everybody. I've accepted that. And so, peace be with you, whoever you are, newcomers. Assalamu alaikum, shalom, paz, and blessings. If I, at some point in this reading, do not resonate with you by way of you just be like, I don't like her like that, I'm okay with that. I need you to know I support any energy that you decide to come in with because I know that you're under judgment. Now, if you've come here, hopefully you're in a high frequency, enough that you can hold yourself accountable to your own energy, so says the universe. And if you've made it this far into the chat, guess what? You've already been sworn in to Spiritual Court. Now, for those of you that are returning, hey there, hi there, hello there. Come on in. We're going to see what's going on. I'm glad you came back to hang out with me. You could have gone anywhere, but you decided to be here with me. And I want you to know that I really do genuinely love you. Listen. So come on in, my beautiful soul tribe. How you doing? How you feeling? Hopefully all is well. Listen. Soul tribe, love and light. Listen. We're going to jump into this reading. We're going to tap into this energy, okay? So by the time you get this particular video, I will have watched the movie Sinners 2 times. Yes, 2 times. First time I watched it, I'm going to tap into that energy. It's going to be at the highest level memberships, y'all, because I need to really drop some heavy energy on that about the dissecting of each and every divine message, confirmation, and even my experience by way of what I felt amongst the people that I was in the movie theater watching the movie with. That was even a vibe. There was a different kind of person up in there watching that movie. These are the people that are the free thinkers. They're the ones that heard the rumors. Oh, it's not that good. Don't go see it. So they didn't go. But these are the people that are like, shh, I'll judge for myself. These are those kinds of people. So those are the people that I was sitting around. Yeah. I'm going to break it down. By the time I break it down, I will have seen the movie twice. I need you to understand that. Understand it, understand it. We're going to get into it. Again, it's going to be at the highest level. Membership, superstar. Don't come in talking about, I'm a supernova. Not at this level, boo. We talk about psychology, behavioral health. We talk about all religions, connecting the dots. As above, so below. What goes up must come down as energy, psychology at that level, y'all. So it's very uncensored, and I'm going to go deep. I mean, when I tell you we're going to go deep, I recommend you take notes because I'm going to be taking notes. Spirit is going to channel that message. That's going to be like ancestors. So whoever sees that reading, if you have not seen the movie Sinners, I do not recommend that you watch these future videos that I'm going to do on that movie. I don't recommend that you go to the one that I'm going to do. By the time you see it, I will have watched the movie twice. I don't recommend it. If you've not seen it, I don't recommend you chime in because I'm going to go into the details. We about to clock that ancestral tea. So listen, Holy Spirit, divine angels, just a heads up, it's coming. And when it's there, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm going to go deep on the reading, go deep on the reading, go deep. Listen. We're going to take it to hell. We're going to take it to heaven. Wherever we got to go, we got all the keys. And, you know, we're very well respected. So listen, Archangel Michael, this says vacay, get away, relax, and have fun. Okay. Hey, y'all. Look at the sunset. Look at the sunset. Okay. So vacay, get away, fun, relax. Summer, you are enjoying the summer already. Children are out of school, right? finding things for them to do, and somebody somewhere is at a distance, stuck in their arrogant energy, smells like a vampire, stuck in their insecurities. Yeah, somebody's just not satisfied. So somebody wants a reaction out of you. They know they need to apologize, but they're not apologizing. So they're very self-absorbed. Yeah, it's a vampire. That's somebody that wants a reaction to feed off of your emotions, your light, your energy, but you're somewhere like mentally checked out of whatever the hell that toxic situation is. Like, yeah, it's a control alt delete ass energy for you. You're like, trash it. Yeah. Then you go into the trash and you get rid of it from there as well. Like, no, right? It's a no? Okay. So somebody's in that nasty energy. You smell a vampire a mile away. Gentleness, nurturing, mothering, feminine energy, big divine feminine energy. My beautiful divine feminines, I love you so much. You're so beautiful. Your skin is radiant. A lot of you are getting sun and feeling really, really good. Your diets are amazing. You're taking care of the physical body, as you should. Gods and goddesses of a planet Kai, also known as Mama Gaia, also known as the planet Earth. Floating on a rock in the middle of the galaxy. That's what we're doing. Imagine that. We didn't come to stay. That's just what it is. We're just passing through, and that's just what it is. Newcomers, listen, sometimes you get a little tarot ASMR, a little, tarot musical. Real spill. Just know it's a real spill. Time's ticking, tick-tock, okay? So somebody could be trying to beat the clock, prevent procrastination, delay, too busy, something like that. Well, overall energy is feminine energy, which could also be masculine energy as well. Look, there's a man and a woman there together in the feminine energy, which is absolutely amazing. So you got procrastination, too busy. Somebody feels like they're running out of time to get back with a reluctant apology. Okay, that's an apology that somebody feels as though, okay, if you need an apology, okay, I apologize, but it's not really coming from a real space type ass energy, right? That's that kind of person. Yeah, smells like a vampire. Yeah, smells like a narcissist. I can't make it up. Shout out to the people that read these cards backwards. You're amazing. You see in dimensions. That's amazing. It's very quantum physics of you, okay? We love you. You're special. Yeah, listen, narcissist energy. We smelled it a mile away. I said, it smells like a vampire. And there he is. He says, yes, this is true. This card says narcissist, egotistical, opportunist. And then somebody's very fragile. You constantly have to walk on eggshells because of their own idiosyncrasies and imperfections and insecurities, in that order. Right, okay. So yeah, it's a no for you on that. Okay. So this is the current energy. Let's just dive on in and see what's going on. Beautiful divine angels, only of the highest of white light. Please put a shield of protection, close any doors that I don't need to channel no energies from. Although I do got the keys to all time lines. I invoke my angels. I give them permission. So wait a minute. This is coming up. Are my cards in the reverse? Oh God, y'all. Hold that though. Damn. Okay. So listen. We're going to dive into the energy. We're going to see what's going on. There's a lot of transmuted energy here in a really beautiful way. Feminine energy, vacay energy, get away, relax, gentleness. A lot of you are self-nurturing, which is absolutely beautiful on an ethereal level, The universe is like, yeah, it's the God in you. I recognize that. And so there's a lot of that mirrored energy, which is nice because to be amongst high vibrational people is really a beautiful asset to your livelihood, while you're in the 3D experience, which is absolutely an illusion for those of you that can see. Needless to say, let's just say what's going on. Yeah, you got the Queen of Swords energy, upright. Queen of Swords in the upright is somebody who is, very intelligent, very unbiased. They do things based on that which they feel is right, always a head over heart, very intelligent. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, the air, okay? Conversation, communication. What's being communicated to the universe and what is being mirrored back, yeah. Okay, the High Priestess, again, intuition, Piscean energy. Some say that the High Priestess is Cancerian. It's all intuitive energy mingled with that intelligence, water, balance, you know, going with the flow with the air balance, and then having that high priestess energy. Woo! Divine, intuitive energy, right? Where you just know, okay. You know, sometimes you see, and then sometimes you just like, you just know. That's another level. That's accepting, you know, your intuition. You know, the physical body will always tell you when something is wrong in the environment. Right. Okay. So that's what the high priestess is. So you're in this feminine energy, overall energy. I could be talking to masculines too, but the feminines right now, whoo, y'all are looking amazing. Vacate, get away. Some of y'all are enjoying the sun, like I said, going to the park. I love it. I just heard water park. Yeah. Rest and relaxation. I cannot make this up. You're putting some things to bed. Four of Swords. Okay. What is this Four of Swords? This is a different kind of Four of Swords with the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess preceding that card. That's like going within, solitude, resting, not feeling guilty about that, tending to the physical body, being wiser, mentally, physically, spiritually, but everything you see, you right. We just come to get the readings for confirmation. Yeah, you already know. I'm talking to some real high vibrational divine feminines. Yeah. Okay. And because you already know, that is putting somebody, unfortunately, in the Nine of Swords. Now listen, newcomers, okay, commercial break. That could have felt like a little bit of a curveball. You're like, damn, she was just talking about the divine collective and how they're in this intuitive energy. And then here comes the Nine of Swords and it's the other person's energy and the energy has shifted. Yes, listen, in spiritual court, sometimes I come off like I'm the prosecutor. Sometimes I look like I'm the defendant. Sometimes it seems like I'm the devil's advocate, but in reality, I'm just kind of mandated by the Most High God, meaning it's mandatory that I tell the truth as I see it, which is sometimes from everybody's side. Now, in the end, justice, the universe is going to mirror back what the truth is. But as long as you're in alignment with the truth, you don't really have to ever, you know, feel like you need to be in the Nine of Swords. This is like thinking before you do something. This is intuition. This is the High Priestess. She makes wise decisions. He makes wise decisions. He doesn't do anything that he's going to regret because he doesn't want to end up in the Nine of Swords. That's not growth. That's not stopping something that you know you need to not do anymore for the betterment of your human experience, which is in alignment. So you need all of your good energy to stay in alignment. And with that, yeah, you stay away from situations that put you like this. You already went through these situations. Remember, these are dark nights of the soul. This is lying, cheating, you know, and sometimes even taking on other people's sins that don't belong to you. You did that. You ate it. You transmuted it. You moved on. You broke generational curses for family members that will never say thank you, and that's okay. It's not your problem. It's not your people. The High Priestess is always a forward movement energy. She sees the future. She can see 3, 4, 5 days ahead what's going to happen. She has the power to look into the past and the present and be on all timelines at the same time and see everything. Most of what she sees, she just keeps to a secret because that's good spiritual hygiene. Somebody's in the Nine of Swords. Clarify the delay, procrastination, and too busy, and egotistical and narcissistical. And yeah, somebody's too busy. Listen, somebody's too busy lying to themselves about the truth. I can't make it up. Didn't you just hear me say? I love when the truth comes out before the cards. It's confirmation. Ace of Swords, did I not just say the truth? So now somebody knows that in the High Priestess, high intuitive energy, yeah, I know. But the fact that you've not said anything, you just simply put things to rest energetically, has this person shocked because one, that means that you are absolutely an anomaly. You're not like everybody. You have insight that's out of sight. You know what's up and you know what's down. You know what's in and you know what's out. You understand polarities. Quantum physically, you know the truth. You are the High Priestess. So while somebody's painting illusions and you're walking in the truth, this energy naturally is just, it doesn't represent anything that you can do anything with anymore. You just have to leave somebody in the dark night of the soul. Look, this is a very distorted way of being. Look at the illusions. Look at the Nine of Swords. Look at the sleepless nights. Somebody ain't been asleep in a month of Sundays. Okay? It's because they have to die, and they don't want to die. Remember? They were told they were going to live forever. They don't want to die. Dying is them facing and holding accountability. Instead, they stay stuck on the timeline where they hold themselves under this illusion that they don't have to be held accountable for time, which is definitely an illusion, but they want to stay here forever. So they do, stay here forever as things, 3D things. Always trying to switch out contracts. Oh my gosh, she has the 10 of Pentacles. They're willing to do a ritual on you, baby, for the 10 of Pentacles, okay? They're willing to try to transmute some shit and switch over and get you to shield them. Like, when I tell you, everybody's so creative in the magic world when it comes to this right here and this karma. And they'll still be watching you. But you've made it through this level already. So you're looking at them like, yeah, I hope you get your soul back. Oh, God. That's what's up. They coming towards you? No. Y'all can't come towards us. We the Queen of Swords right now. You got to go. You got to run to the devil. Okay? Yeah. They crying out. When them prayers are earthbound and they crying out, listen. You got to run to the devil. Get your soul back, boo. You was under the illusion that you could come for something that came from the heavens, something that came to help. This is the one that's coming in the energy of let the captives free. It's that kind of energy. Get these people their souls back, whoever deserve it, Most High, under judgment. That's why judgment is there, because everybody's not going to get their soul back. The only way to heal from a vampire is to heal from a vampire. If you've been bitten, everybody's been bitten by a vampire. What's a vampire? A narcissist. Notice how when you was around this person, you just was always tired, or your stomach just always seemed to be a little upset. Yeah, your physical body was telling you something is off about this jive-ass turkey. That's your intuition. Feet start itching. You like, something a little off around here. Yeah, that's the universe telling you kick rocks, kick dust, get up out of there. Something ain't right. So you came in peace, love, and light. Okay, well, I'm out. Don't fraternize with the scornful. Somebody in here's energy ain't right. And you transmute it and you leave them in their energy, and they don't like it because they're stuck in this illusion that whatever they're trying to do to you is possible. Only to believe a lie, because they need to believe a lie. Stating the facts and the truth puts them immediately in the 9 of Swords. So that's how they feel about the truth. Okay. Yeah, somebody is up. Somebody is praying. Whoever this is, somebody is. But you know what's so crazy? Under this illusion, there's arrogancy, there's rash actions, there's insecurities, there's procrastination, there's somebody that's a full-blown, narcissist, energy vampire, egotistical. They go too far doing things that are negligent under the illusion that they don't have to hold themselves accountable, only to end up in the 9 of Swords. Why? Because you know the truth. I don't know how many other ways I could reiterate that. That was a commercial break too, y'all, believe it or not. That had nothing to do with the reading. I'm like, damn, that was a long commercial break. The whole beginning of this video has been a whole commercial break. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. Yeah, I can't make this up. Now you sitting up crying. Are you upset? Are you sad? Are you upset? Are you sad? Are you mad? Yeah, are you mad? What's going on? Pray about that. Go get your soul back. Go find the devil. Because we're all under judgment. So if what you're saying about coming away from the devil, sometimes you got to forfeit all the deals with the devil. And these people are too terrified to drop their deals with the devil because that's all they know. I just heard they kept chasing the white rabbit. Damn. Clarify, Holy Spirit. I can't make it up. Afraid to go within. These people need to negotiate their souls back. Somebody's praying. Don't you see me down here praying? Don't you see me down here praying? Run to the devil, the Lord said. Run to the devil, child. And when they ran to the devil was waiting because they gave the devil permission. The devil came with a deal. Said, hey, guess what? You're going to be beautiful forever. You're going to have money forever. You're going to have some things. You're like, oh my God, yes. It's the Matrix. Remember the Matrix? When Neo was talking to the guy, you know, when they were eating the steak, and he told him, he said, you know, none of this is real. It's really a simulation. The guy's like, yeah, but it feels real. I can touch it. I can feel it in my body. Everybody wanted to feel, remember? You had people getting high off of cyber drugs in the Matrix 1, right? He was knocking on the door, chasing the white rabbit. Okay. It's the same energy. We'll get more into it, y'all. I'm telling you, join the membership. We'll catch you over there. It's real conversations. Talk to me over there. I talk back. Okay? Absolutely. It's a forum. What's going on? Yeah, 10 of Cups. You got the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. This is like, what? This is like beautiful, divine, feminine energy with a masculine balance. It's like right smack dab in the middle. It's such a beautiful balance of earth, water. You know, your earth, your water, your physical body, your spirit, you know. Like, this is real divine energy. Like, it's absolutely radiant. It really is. Feminine energy. Yeah, 10 of Cups. You're thinking being amongst people who are supportive, loving, caring, kind. Yeah, this is I deserve as energy that we on. This is this I deserve as energy that we're on. Yeah. And somebody out here is a false little something. I don't know what they got going on. Okay, Queen of Wands in the reverse is fire. But this is absolutely misuse of power. You know, the reason why I feel like these people are watching so closely is because they're like, how did y'all keep y'all soul? It's like that right now. We're just mirrors, y'all. Because now we're not eating their bullshit. We're not falling for the narcissistic, you know, whatever that is, the mind games, right? We're leaving them to handle their own bullshit now. Instead of trying to attack us because they know they can't, they're just watching, taking notes. Like, how the hell y'all keep y'all soul? Right. And they can barely walk away from, you know, from the deals with the devil. If you told them they all had to lose something in order to gain life, real life, they don't know if they could do it. They know it's not real. In that movie, The Matrix, they were eating a steak and the guy closed his eyes and he was chewing that steak up. He's like, oh, it's so good. And Neo said, it's not real. He says, I know, but it sure does feel real. That's a deal with the devil. That's trying to outsmart God by way of what's supposed to be a natural process. We're all supposed to return back to that omnipresent force. Hopefully at a mastery level. Ascended master, like that's your final level. Shout out to the life paths number 9, man. You're special people, man. That's the death spirit with Scorpio energy. On top of, this is probably your last time passing through this thing as an earth angel. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Yeah, Knight of Wands energy, a lot of passion, a lot of youth. I just heard agility. 9 of Pentacles, patience. Yeah, you got the 8 of Pentacles. I just heard any weapons formed against me shall prosper. Not prosper. They might prosper though. You ever taken the weapons that were formed against you and prospered with them? Yeah. So something didn't work. What's the 8 of Pentacles? Something didn't work. Yeah, you absolutely did. So somebody could have been sending you some type of nasty energy to try to slow you down, slow your work down with the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. They ended themselves up in the 9 of Swords, which I find hilarious because this is their bullshit. And so now that they're in it, they're in a depression, a funk, an illusion, contemplating life. Woe is me ass energy, but afraid to die and afraid to change and afraid to break these spiritual contracts and, you know, demand from the devil, hey, give me my soul back, man. They're scared. So they stay in that. Because whatever they threw at you with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, it backfired. You're coming up as temperance energy. Look at this. Look at the way he's pouring equally into one cup into another. That's alchemy. That's balance. Feng shui that shit. Okay. Feng shui that shit. We feng shui that shit. Feng shui that shit. Feng shui. Temperance energy. Temperance is about balance. You know, knowing when to pull back, knowing when to pick and choose and fight your battles and not fight them. And yeah, look, you caused a tower. These are situations where you're coming up as temperance. Look, earth angels, earth energy towards Virgo, Capricorn, earth angel, earth angel. This is what happens when you stay grounded, when you hold your peace, when you don't feed into vampires and you don't give them permission. Remember, they always need your permission. Yeah. Permission to do what? To be in your energy? No. They don't get permission to do that. They know it. So all they can do now is take notes. And it's the most horrific thing ever to come to the reality of. Remember, these are people that are coming up out of illusions. I'm just saying. Okay. So you got a Queen of Wands in the reverse. 4 Wands in the reverse. That's somebody that is very guarded, very manipulative, very abuse of power type energy. A lot of ego. Yeah. Very arrogant, rash actions type ass person. Okay. This person can't stop you. They're in the 5 of Cups. This is somebody that's relentless. This is somebody that, you know, they're determined, unfortunately, to try to do something to you. But you're coming up as a temperance angel. So this is like alchemizing somebody's attack. You took all their power because they gave it to you. And you turned it into something good. Okay, I'm just saying. Somebody's attacking and you're coming up as an alchemist. Look at you balancing it out. Very calmly. Very rationally. Very, very, I know this is just balanced out type ass energy. Hell yeah, man. Okay. And somebody, and then because of it, it's, you know, Jericho, Jericho, walls come down. Tower. Jericho, Jericho, walls come down. I just heard, I'm high, I'm from outer space, I got Milky Way for blood, evolution, revolution is in my veins. The Tower. Because you stay grounded, Earth Angel business, you like, look, man, I ain't got time for what you got going on. Let me move throughout this little earth here. Please, excuse me. I got stuff to do. You balance it out. You balance it out. And so that somehow has put somebody in a very like crazy disadvantage as it relates to their own life. This really doesn't, you know, have anything to do with you. You simply did the appropriate thing. You alchemized it and you did not feed the energy. So they literally forfeited their power. Yeah, you took it and you're going to do something with it. They ain't doing nothing with it. They out, look, somebody is out here being reckless because of your 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands energy. You got that Benjamin Button. Somebody got that Benjamin Button around here. Something like that. It's a tower. A wonder-working tower. 4 Wands in the reverse. I mean, to say that celebrations have been canceled, somebody is not satisfied. Somebody doesn't like the fact that whatever they sent towards you does not suffice. Somebody wanted you to have a tower? That's not nice. That's crazy. You're an Earth Angel. Yeah. How you doing? Holy Spirit. Clarify. Yeah. You left this bullshit out in the cold. This is how you see it. You left these jive turkeys out in the cold. Look at them. Look at how he's looking at him. Look at how they're looking up at the 5 of Pentacles. It's all they have. And that's okay. But neither one of them, look how they're not looking eye to eye. Neither one of them are taking accountability. That's why they're not looking at each other. They just out there. They're just in a bed. They made it. Now they got to lay in it. Okay? You lied. You made it up. Now you're in the Five of Pentacles. Okay. That's your karma. We don't want to speak on your karma, but judgment is on everybody's karma right now. Yes, karma's getting judged. Karma's getting judged. You got the Star and the Six of Wands. Victory energy. Age of Aquarius energy. Written in the stars ass energy. Temperance energy. So the fact that somebody somewhere on this big beautiful planet, as we float on this big ass rock sitting in the middle of the galaxy, is somewhere like this, having some type of a nightmare that they believe is real, and they need to negotiate their soul back from the devil, and now they don't know how to do it because the light that they had around them. God always sends in a savior, in the sense that they're saying, hey, get up, save yourself. Do you want to walk? Yeah, I do. Well, get up and walk. Period. That's all. We're just passing through. We ain't got time. Excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. You know how when you're trying to get to your seat? Excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Just passing through. Let me get to my job. I gotta get back. I gotta get back to the heavens, boo. Okay? I know a lot of you been down here for a long time, but we down here calling judgment to see which one of y'all is gonna stay, which one of you gonna go. Who's going to ascend to the highest level by way of self-mastery, which is pure, unrequited, but requited love. It's very contradictory. It's all that at that level. Yeah. So now these people are under judgment and they're not passing the test. They've been cheating for a real long time. Yeah, somebody was taking your universal homework, turning it in like, yeah, that's my word. The universe like, nah, boo. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. That's not this earth angel. This person is in the star energy, Six of Wands energy, grounded. The water is looking amazing, overflowing with, beautiful energy within and without for people. Earth angel energy. This is collective energy, okay? The star. So all they can do is watch. Reluctantly, but they're still gonna watch. Okay, they're like, I don't know why I can't stop watching. Okay, that's fine. Maybe there's something here for you to get, but guess what? You got to go through this first. Okay, all that shit you did, yeah. Okay, by yourself. Dark night of the soul. Five of Pentacles. You might lose everything, but it's okay. Don't worry. If you really ready to let go of those contracts that you hold on to so tight. That vampiristic ass way of thinking, that mental mind games, all that shit ain't, what is that? That's dead. We can't feed that. We can't resurrect that type of energy. Right? Yeah. This is what we're telling them. So all they can do right now is take note. This is why they're watching us at this point. Because they're like, how did y'all keep y'all soul? You think I'm kidding? How did you keep your soul in your body? How were they not able to destiny swap with you? You're like, the divine said, your contract is so protected. Y'all see the 33 on the timer just now? Clock that tea. Clock that spiritual tea. Drink that. It's piping hot. For somebody, it's lukewarm. For somebody, it's ice cold. I don't know. Listen, clock that tea. You have a contract with the heavens. They can't take your destiny. Not anymore. Because remember, they have to have permission. Vampires, narcissists, they're waiting for you to give them permission. And they'll wait forever. Remember, they ain't got no feelings. They try to feed off of your reactions. That's the only time they feel. Right? It's over. It's the end. This is like Libran energy. Three of Swords. The healing of the broken heart. The world, closing out a cycle. The world as we knew it, as they knew it, is done. This is a new cycle. It's a new day. Get your heart chakra together or get the hell on type ass energy. And that's real, okay? Beautiful divine angels. What else do we need to see here? What are the messages? Spirit says continue to go within. Virgo energy is always like purification energy. Abstinence is not always, you know, abstaining from sex. It could just be you sitting with yourself, peace being still. Enjoying your favorite person. That's your favorite person. That's your number one guy. That's your number one lady. You know, you can't hide from yourself because everywhere you go, there you are. You can't hide from yourself because everywhere you go, there you are. Hermit. Breaking the illusion. Self-imposed imprisonments. You got to give people permission. So why would you do that to yourself? Don't give nobody else permission, but don't do that to yourself either. This is like illusions shattered. You see very clearly because you're going within to purify your energy enough that you can see, okay, this is the part of me I really need to. Let me just look at me. That's it. Let me just go within. Okay, keep this, take that, you know. Control, alt, delete what you need to when you need to, energetically, mentally, spiritually. Yeah, you go within. There's no illusions there. You got to take the Ace of Swords with you. You got to take accountability for the energy that you carry because the universe is giving you the energy that you carry for whatever reason. Now, this is what the Divine Collective is doing. Feminine energy. Very, very grounded. A lot of y'all are like doing things, hanging out, maybe spending a little bit of money, but I feel like you've worked for it. Queen of Pentacles is like stable. Yeah, this is like really being in the moment energy, enjoying it, deserving it, tasting it. It's amazing. Optimum health, beautiful, radiant. Yeah. Starving out the bullshit. You know, if it don't align, yeah, that's that kind of energy. Naturally, your energy does that. Effortlessly. You don't really have to think about repelling negative energy. It's the energy that I'm picking up. It's such in a flow. By way of you going within, always looking at self, you don't have time to, you know, be preoccupied with illusions of what something else appears to be when it comes to somebody else's earthly presence or their projections or their deflections. They ain't got nothing to do with you. You're the Queen of Pentacles energy. And if they want to give you their energy, listen, take it. Look at the fire. You said, okay, if we got to go to war, you keep sending something to me. I'm going to take it. You're not doing anything with it. I'm just going to take it and make it something good. 4 of Wands, Aries energy, war, ram. You ever seen 2 rams ram? You ever seen 2 rams fight? It's war. You could be seeing 11-11. You could be seeing 2-2. You're very grounded. A lot of people focused on their financial stability. I can't make it up. Queen of Pentacles, a lot of y'all are working on making your house a very beautiful, humble abode. It's a very deserving energy. Like, yeah, you know what? Let me give myself some flowers today. Yeah, you know what? I am going to take a walk. Yeah, you know what? I'm about to clean out all these papers. Yeah, make space, honey. Anything that's old that goes with an old time, you don't need it. Those are dead zones. You're just passing through. That's what we're doing in memories, in time. Yeah, listen. A lot of y'all focused on y'all's work. Grounded. Big divine feminine energy. Shout out to the divine feminine. You guys are like super alien heroes or something. Somebody's like, she was a fairy. You're like, absolutely. Listen. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Like, hell yeah, look. This is like purification. This is like dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's, getting the wisdom out of the experiences that you have, but also staying balanced and grounded in that Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, focused on your work with a whole lot of passion. This 4 of Wands is like being celebrated for something that you're doing that's very amazing. That's what I just heard. Yeah. Yeah. And you could absolutely be the one initiating the celebration of yourself. You're celebrating your achievements. You're proud of yourself. You're going within. That's like being your own best cheerleader. Yeah. Let's do more of that. Like nobody else is coming, boo. You're it. Right? Type energy. Clarify, Holy Spirit. What else is going on? Yeah, you are the High Priestess. I cannot make it up, my friend. I cannot make it up. Did y'all just see how the truth came out before the cards? Yeah, the High Priestess. I love it. I remember, y'all, when I first started this channel, This lady came and she said to me, she goes, "You're cheating." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You predict what the cards are going to say before they fall." And I'm like, "I do, huh?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." She felt like that was not the right way to do it. And I felt like that was a personal problem for her. Like, if me being me was bothering her, I'm like, "Girl, I can't feed that energy. I can't feed that. I put that shit on a mental vacation." Like, no. Yeah. So she didn't like the way that I read. She's like, "That's cheating." And I sat back and I laughed. I just laughed in the privacy of myself. I didn't say it to her. She was in the Nine of Swords. I saw that she was going through the dark night of the soul. So, I just kind of told the demon, "Leave her alone. Let her go. Let her go. She's trying to get her soul back. Let him go. Let him go. He's trying to get his soul back. Let him go." That's all I came to do. I'm just passing through. I'm just passing on through. Standing at my post. Holy Spirit, divine angels, anything else that we need? Anything else that we need? Anything else that we need? Did y'all enjoy the tambourine? We brought the tambourine back. We got the Holy Quran here, okay, vibing out with us, catching all this good energy. Yeah, listen, Queen of Swords energy is intelligent, it's wise, it's balanced, it's very beautifully strategic. Queen of Swords, yeah. Queen of Pentacles, air and earth, grounded with that fire, 4 of Wands, and your intuition being on point. Big earth energy, big earth energy just popping out the gate. Like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, y'all popping out like, listen, we here, we in this thing. Okay, air sign energy just coming out like, we're always here, okay? We're always checking those mental chatters and mental communications. You hear what people see and you see what people hear. You can read minds. Yeah. Queen of Swords is connected to communication throughout the ethers. There's so many different conversations though. So remember to keep some of those tabs closed, right? Air signs. You know how you got too many tabs open? You can hear like 8 different conversations on 10 different timelines at the same time. And people like, "How you know?" You're like, "I don't know." Clarify, Holy Spirit. I mean, I can't make it up. Even if I could, we still got the Ace of Cups. We still got the Ace of Cups. The Most High is pleased. I love when I hear the Most High say, "It is well. All is well. Job well done." That feels good, right? When you get that opportunity to wake up to see a new day, you get a new chance to create something new. Hopefully it's good. And get a victory and have a really good time while you do it. Yeah. This is what surrendering looks like. Surrendering to the fact that you're simply passing through. But getting the victory in the meantime, right? You're the High Priestess. High Priestess is healing energy. High Priestess is communication through emotion. The Star and the Ace of Swords in the upright. Now listen, these 2 cards almost wanted to come out in the reverse. And what I feel about that is, I feel like there's a lot of people that are so tapped in, so talented, taking their rightful place because this is the contract. This is with the divine High Priestess energy. You have great intuition. You understand, you understand. You got all the stands, okay? Now listen, you got some people that don't want the truth to come out. That's why the Star wanted to come up in the reverse, but it did not. And the Ace of Swords wanted to come up in the reverse. You have people currently right now that unfortunately, because they're down in the dumps, they want to knock you off your square. They need to get their souls back. That's all I'm going to say. This is them. Nobody's feeding into these false narratives and illusions. Remember the 7 of Cups. You're in the 7 of Cups in the reverse, Divine Collective, and they're in the 9 of Swords. This is not a comparable energy. There's nothing that we can do for these people anymore. They have to go to the devil. They crying out. But who they crying out to? These are narcissists. These are vampires. Who are they howling at? What are they doing? They need to feed. They're dried out. They're coming to the realization, oh shit, I need to go get my soul back. Yeah, go get your shit back, man. And undo that authorization the best you can. Remember, you gave the devil permission. You better go fix it, because the way you running around here trying to sabotage the stars and manipulate the energy around the truth with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups, that shit don't look like it's working out too well for you. You need to go on and get into this here. Okay? And that's the truth. Yeah, it is. So you got the Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, the Two of Cups. You got a lot of people that want to come in and offer apologies. Okay? Two of Cups. Yeah, because they need to take note. Page of Pentacles is also like taking note, watching somebody who is in a beautiful divine balance, y'all. There's nothing else great else I can say about this. I mean, I'm sure there's something great I can say in addition to what I've already said, but this is like, it's a feeling that goes with this High Priestess energy and this Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. It's like it goes without these words. You really can't express it. You either know or you don't know. But if you know, you know. With the Star. If you know, you know. With the Two of Cups. With the Hermit. What? Queen of Pentacles in the upright? What's up, Divine Feminine? Y'all out here in like balance. You are really, really looking amazing. You're looking amazing. Divine Feminine energy is coming up as the Hierophant. You have rewritten the spiritual laws to fit the narrative of the time. One must reflect the time. Some of those laws were outdated. Some of them needed to be rewritten, spiritual laws. Some of them need be left alone. Some of them were perfect already, so we just added to, in addition to. But this is like divine feminine energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Hierophant energy, Taurus energy, communicative energy, balanced energy, feng shuiing that shit with the truth as energy. See the way she has that sword raised? That's the Ace of Swords. See the way both his hands are up? Why is he not saying as above, so below? He's only pointing up. That's higher knowledge. The Hierophant. He's not in a as above, so below. That's a double mind state. Because what is up is really down. What is out is really, okay. What is in is really out. That's a double mind state. As above, so below. No, there's only within. And then that is what is without. there's only what is within, and then that's without. Okay. So it is a as above and a so below, but the above is your crown chakra, your passion, your fire, your war, fight or flight, left side of the brain, creativity, analytical side of the brain, right side of the brain, the crown, the pineal gland, the eye gates, the ear gates, all the senses, taste, smell. Yeah, listen, this is crown chakra energy. That is the real Queen of Wands. With the Hermit preceding Virgo energy, the groundedness. Like, okay, let me settle into this old illusion down here. Let me settle into this. Let me go get my nails done. You know what I'm saying? Let me go buy myself a nice purse. You settle. You're like, okay, I'm just pass it through. Just pass it through. Let me go. But let me cater to the balance of my life. Okay, let me buy myself a little $2.99 bracelet from the gas station. Something like that, right? Settling into this little, let me just pass on through. Because you know it's only above. Above is ascension. That's the crown. Coincidentally, the root represents what needs to be let go of. Orgasms. Going to the restroom. That's a form of transmuting energy. Because it's releasing something that is in you out. So that really does determine what's at the root. Solar plex, creativity, sexual energy. Everybody can't release their seed into you if your soil is rotten. And some seeds don't need to be released into nobody if their seed is rotten. That means their thoughts, their energy. On a sexual level, that's your root chakra. That's desires. But what's above that is head over heart decision, air energy, unbiased energy, not an unstable mind, but one that knows that there's only up. I only go to a whole new, energetic field version of myself. That's it. That might have been a little bit too much, but that's really what I just saw. Somebody's stressed out about it. Okay, I'm sorry that you're stressed out about it, but you're going to have to go back to the devil and get your soul back. Go on. Ain't nobody going over there for you. We gone. We got stuff to do, boo. We answered the call. They looking like, look at them. They answered the call. Yeah, we answered the call. Shit was hard. Don't ask us how we did it. We just did it. It was hard. Woo! Don't ask us how we did it. We just did it. This is like breaking through illusions, generational curses, emotions. This is dark night of soul. And then you just got to let that stuff go, because what else can you do with it? But for some people, it's not that easy, especially when they've been circumventing arrested development. Now they don't know, okay? They've been cheating too much. They've been harvesting too much off of other people's energy without doing real work. They have only been a mere illusion of what they believe they could be by way of trying to take somebody else's energy and show up as them. It was always an illusion, because now that we're fully in this energy, they don't have none of our energy to work with. And whatever energy they still have, what we left behind based on what they harvested, they're broke. They have to keep going out to feed. They need to go back and get their souls. There's a beautiful queen on here. Her name is God is Essence, or Essence is God. Amazing. After watching the movie Sinners, I just was like, ooh. So the next video, if you have not seen that movie, I don't recommend that you pay the $19.99 to see the reading that I'm going to do. That is my recommendation. And I'm for real. By the time I put it out, I'm going to say it again, I will have seen the movie Sinners twice. That's how I feel about that movie. I said, say that one more time. That's what I said to myself. Say that one more time. I got to see this movie again to really dissect what it is I feel I need to dissect. I cannot do anything less, because when I give this spiritual reading on the movie, the person who created the movie, the actors in the movie, it's all energy, what they brought to manifestation by way of alchemy, by way of a thought. We are inside of somebody else's consciousness by way of their creativity. And here's what they created. That shit was deep. And I have to do them a justice, even if the person that created the movie don't ever know that I do this reading. I have to do them a justice on a spiritual level to give them their accolades. Because the way it was put together, the way it was presented, was absolutely life-changing. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So I love you. If this resonated, give it a thumbs up. If not, then hey, that's okay. I support the energy. I hope you have a beautiful day. And remember, these people have to get their souls back, okay? That has nothing to do with us. I know we know that, but just a kind reminder. I love y'all, okay? I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace be with you.